everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's reading, we are going to find out the energy surrounding you, you and your twin flame connection. And this reading is for twin flames in separation. So let's begin by, let's begin with what are the love messages from your twin flame. What are the love messages from your twin flame? What are the love messages from your twin flame? What does your twin flame want you to know? What does your twin flame want you to know? And then we are going to get some clarification cards for love messages, what your twin flame wants you to know. Clarification cards. Okay, so what your twin flame wants you to know is, it says, I want reunion. So your twin flame is working on, whether they're doing it consciously or subconsciously, they're working on balancing the energies. And this may be coming up for them in why they are blocked from returning from you, because they're in need of balancing their energies within. There may be healing that is necessary, and that just means releasing the past, releasing any pain and wounds that are coming up in your connection. So if there's been any conflict within your connection and you are in separation, these feelings that have been coming up in your connection is due to the fact that these feelings need to be released. And these feelings come from the inner child, feeling rejected, feeling abandoned. And so these feelings must be released. And so that is what is contributing to your separation. So your twin flame is working on balancing these energies, which is also causing you to come into balance as well. So this can be balance in the same emotions. This can also mean balancing things in your life. For example, if your health needs more attention and you need to focus more on that. Also, if it's with other relationships or even with your career or your job or finances, whatever needs to be brought back into balance, is the time is now available for you to do that while you're in separation, because twin flames are never actually separated. It is the blocks that are actually separating you in the physical sense. So when both twin flames work on balancing these energies, you then come into alignment with yourself, with your higher self, therefore allowing both you and your twin flame to come into alignment and into physical union. So this says, I'm sorry, please forgive me. And when I see the Hierophant, this is the wedding card. But I'm also picking up from this is that they want to confess to you maybe things that were being hidden from you, maybe hidden motivations or things that they were hiding from themselves that they are needing and wanting to share with you. Because what we're noticing now is that anything that is in the dark is being brought to light. As much as we try to suppress things in the dark, they come to light. And this is especially with our own emotions. Whatever we suppress and whatever we try to hide comes out in very unhealthy ways. And so your twin flame is realizing these things and wants to come into balance by confessing the truth and being upfront and honest with you. So it's very powerful and very important for us to maintain unconditional love and compassion for what our twin flame is going through, because it's not easy for anyone to have to confess or to ask for forgiveness or like absolve themselves. And oftentimes we feel that we cannot forgive ourselves unless we have forgiveness from our partner. But it is very important to forgive ourselves first, and then it happens in your connection. This is also an indication that you need to reconcile with your inner child. So asking your inner child for forgiveness will also help in balancing and having that forgiveness in your connection. So this says, I do miss you. So your twin flame may be having a lot on their plate, and maybe they are quite preoccupied by life, by their own, having to deal with their own demons, having to deal with home life, having to deal with, maintaining the peace even within themselves, being out there in the world. Your twin flame, as you as well, get very I don't want to say distracted, preoccupied with what's going on in your lives. And so the message here is that your twin flame does miss you because they are so very preoccupied with life, and sometimes they don't get the chance to really connect with you. So they really are missing you and your connection. So this is saying, I am in my power now. Whereas before they were struggling with who they were, struggling with their own identity, maybe struggling with certain aspects of, your connection and what was happening in the connection. So they felt very, again, out of balance. And in separation, each twin flame is able to reflect on what has been happening, and then you get a sense of balance and, a sense of being back in your power. So they are wanting you to know that they don't feel so helpless in that sense, and that they're in a much better place than before. It's not so much of a struggle. So this says, I understand, I have compassion for you. And I'm getting the sense from the Hanged Man that this was like you were both stuck in this conflict, or stuck in how you are perceiving each other. They see you a certain way, you see them a certain way, and it's our egos that can't get past that. But they are coming from a higher place. They're coming from their higher selves, where they are able to see you for who you truly are, and they understand where you're coming from, and they have compassion for you. And this understanding and compassion is helping to break free from that block and being stuck in that ego part. And this is saying, I choose us. So it's been very difficult for your twin flame to balance your connection and balance the rest of their life. And it may not have seemed like you were a priority. However, this does indicate, like, see, their expression is almost like this is your connection in you, and this is the rest of their life. You mean just as much as everything else to them, and they were trying very hard to balance it, to balance both you, and they are choosing you in their heart. They do. So despite what may be happening, they do choose your connection. So let's get some guidance for what is blocking them, what is blocking this connection. May you please have insight into what is blocking this connection. Okay, so the first one says, I am retracting. So they are stepping back because, as indicated here, it says, I'm not ready. Your twin flame is feeling conflicted. And even though they are trying to balance you as a priority, they do need to be alone right now because they have other priorities, and these other priorities are required to balance the energies within them, to heal within them, just as you are, your own healing is required, their healing is required too. So they realize that they have to prioritize their own healing, and as much as they want to be with you, they know that they need to be alone at this time. And it doesn't mean that they don't love you, it just means that they're working on balancing themselves. So let's get some guidance on how to navigate this twin flame connection. Okay, so what I'm really getting here is it says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So allow for this separation and not to feel like it's the end of the world. It's actually required. So trust in the separation, that it is actually healing you and bringing you closer rather than bringing you apart. Because as it says here, this is your true love. Trust in your true love. This is the inner child that is needing healing. So to trust in the separation, trust in the true love, stay optimistic about your connection, and really do your best to think positively and let the doubts just melt away whenever they arise. To know that within your connection, there is still a codependency. There is still this depending on them to be your true happiness. Like, there is still this feeling of, well, if I can't have my twin flame, then I'm not going to be happy in life. I'm going to be sad and alone and depressed. So this is not the truth. So we must work on releasing that energy and releasing that thought pattern. And this is a sign for you to play, have more playfulness in your life. This means including your inner child and engaging your inner child in your everyday activities. So this will help you to connect to your twin flame as you connect more to your inner child. This is also about knowing that it is safe for you to open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Okay, so let's see what else is the guidance for this connection. Guidance for this connection. Okay. So this is to believe in your happily ever after. To know that you must fill your own cup of love first, and then it will manifest in your 3D, in your twin flame connection. So self-love, that's inner child love as well. And to believe in your true love, knowing that you have the key to unlock this love. And by trusting and believing in your connection, then it will manifest and continue to be in your life. This is, I feel like there is still hostilities, so there's still resentment within your connection that needs to be healed and released. And this is to really focus on what you do want. Write down your goals, how you want to live your life, how you want to have your relationship with your twin flame to be. Be really specific and think about what you do want, and therefore it will be created as opposed to creating what you don't want. This is taking the action you need to step forward in every area of life so that it also affects your twin flame connection. So wherever you feel stuck in your life, to really move forward so that it impacts your twin flame connection as well. This is knowing that end of a cycle, end of a contract, that anything that doesn't serve you anymore is coming to an end. So be ready for some endings that will be manifesting. And it doesn't mean that it has to be difficult or sad or challenging. That it is a natural part of evolution and growth. And so to be prepared, to prepare yourselves for these changes. And this as well as is to focusing on balancing the finances. When there is this flow, then this flow also manifests in every area of life. So if you're blocked with finances, then there needs to be that release of the block in order to clear the blocks as well within your twin flame connection. So this is really about healing. Archangel Uriel, there's a block in the 7th chakra, so the crown chakra. So this is really guidance for you to receive the healing that you need in order to clear the blocks for your twin flame connection. And so in the healing sessions, I help you to release the attachments to the fears that are holding you back from within your inner child, as well as your past life connections. So with this reading, when these blocks are coming up, it is important that we do what we can to release these blocks, because not only are they showing up in our twin flame connection, they're also showing up as evidence in other areas of life as well. So I do have a 2-part healing session that I'm making available for all of you. And for both sessions, it's $195. So please let me know and I can send you the link right away. So I do suggest when you have the first healing session that you start it on a day where you're able to be relaxed, and after the session you're able to take some time for yourself to rest and to get as much rest and self-care as you need. I mean, we can still do this even on a regular working day. It's just ideal to do it on a day where you can relax. And then I recommend at least taking 2 to 3 days in between to allow the energies to surface. And then for the second session is bringing the energies back into balance. And so usually after 3 days is enough time to go through the second healing session. So both these healing sessions are recorded. They are general. However, they do cover a lot, and they cover what has also been brought up in these readings. So be sure to take advantage of the pricing for a personal session, healing session that has 2 parts. For 2 sessions for personal healing is $390. So having the one now that's available for you, you'll still be able to really benefit from releasing the blocks that are blocking you from your twin flame, from your true love and true happiness. So please message me and let me know. And again, thank you so much for choosing me to be a part of your beautiful soul journey back to oneness, wholeness, and love. So again, until next time, I'm wishing you so much love and peace.